in the house. And my name is Linda Susie. We are going to move with you from right about now. There is up to the hour of 3 p.m. in there. And starting with local stories, there are a lot, by the way, there is happening locally here in the transfer world, where, of course, there is there are a lot of rumors that are moving, but of course we are going to treat them as rumors the way they still are. And of course, internationally, we all know that the Copa has gotten into, there is the quarterfinals, and then also the Euros, there is the most trending, has literally also gotten into, there is the quarterfinals in there, with a lot of tough fixtures that now have come up. And of course, for the fact that any other team or any other nation that has managed to reach in there has of course been one of the best, much as some of the results were results that some people didn't expect out there. It killed in a lot of white paper business for those of you that indulge in that business here and there and all that. So basically that is that. And today we shall be looking a lot over, we shall be looking at a lot of transfers, because the transfer window officially is opened in there. Just like I earlier told you, there are a lot that is happening locally here. Starting with, of course, news there is happening within Onduparaka Football Club indicates that their own there is Jericho has moved and left the club in there. Jericho came out the other day writing on his social media handles bidding in a farewell in there for there is his former club, or if you like we should say his childhood club. I don't know, he also played for the Black Angels, but I didn't last there. A lot of rumors did have it that he was, by the way, moving to the Black Angels, but I would like to say that those are just rumors. Stories coming through right now indicate that Jericho could be signed, could be unveiled by there is a neck. A lot of rumors had, of course, moved there is within Rua or within West Nile, indicating that Jericho was, of course, moving to there is moving to the Black Angels, but we want to refute that. And once the team that he gets to sign for unveils him, trust us that we shall bring it down here. Just what you only have to do is stay glued to your TV, stay glued to West Nile TV, because we are here to light up the region for you. And of course, that being mentioned, rumors equally also had it that Andama Junior, who also plays for there is Onduparaka Football Club, also is supposed to leave the club. That's why I'm saying is supposed to, because it's not yet so official. Onduparaka has not come up to say that maybe they have released a few players, or they have lost in a few players to other clubs and all that. We all know that transfer windows are open now. Anything is very possible. And initially, we had also been receiving rumors from there is Ahmed Bowini, the assistant coach of Onduparaka Football Club. The coach player, or the head coach, there is Samson Sizo Kuti, has been very silent. We've not had any news about him. The news we only did hear about him was somewhere around when the season when the season had come to an end, where he already did say he had hung up his boots and hoped that his hanging the boots would, of course, come through with there is promoting Onduparaka Football Club back to the biggest sale football in Uganda. There is in Star Times Uganda Premier League, but it did not work out just like he had thought. So basically, he gets to hang his boots, and now, of course, he now is being left to concentrate on the coaching alongside Ahmed Borini for now. And somehow we were receiving a lot of rumors that were coming through indicating that Ahmed Borini was being chased by one side in there is South Sudan with the names Atlabara in there. But then we also did see Ahmed Borini coming through recently to refute in those allegations, stating that those are just rumors, that he was still at Onduparaka Football Club, that no club had come to sign him, that he was going nowhere. and if in case he gets a club to move to, he would of course come through and communicate that officially to his fans in there. So for now, let's treat all rumors that are coming through from Ahmed Barini linking him to a side in South Sudan as rumors, because he came the other day on his social media handles to of course refute that. Those were basically some of the stories that of course we had within the West Nile based side on Duparaka Football Club. And by the way, this time around I should say West Nile, the whole northern region, by the way, is only representing in a big league. There is no northern team this time around that is going to represent in Southern Uganda Premier League. Initially we all did know that it was Royal Hill Soccer Club, but then things of course didn't work out so well. Towards the end of our first round we did see them, we all know what happened, and then somehow they were thrown out of the league and being told to prepare for there is a big league season 2024-2025. so that of course leaves the whole northern Uganda, the whole northern region, without any team that is representing in there is the biggest style of football in Uganda, in there is UPL. And if you look at the big league teams this time around, I would say that a big league, by the way, this time around is going to be so interesting only by Onduparaka playing in big league last season. Trust us, big league was the most followed, and this time around but we have northern Uganda that is going to dominate the big league. And this, by the way, lives in this I would say is quite disturbing for teams that will be coming from central, teams that will be coming from western, teams the Ntunga Sazeis and the rest. It's going to be a little bit hard for them. You will be traveling to Arua, you will be traveling to north, I should say like 4 times, yeah, because in north now in big league we have Pai the Black Angels that was recently promoted, we have Onduparaka Football Club, we have Calvary Football Club, we have Blacks Power that is based in Lira. So all these 4 teams are in northern Uganda. So the teams that are the other side will travel all the nonsense in their head. You will travel and travel and travel. I even want them to put certain fixtures like this week you have a game to honor in West Nile, or and then you're traveling back, and then another week you have another one to honor in Yumbe Midigo, the other side towards the border, and then you go back, and then another week they throw you to Zumbo, another border, as you're entering Congo. Hey, mini kuringa game really. And another time I want them to be thrown the other side, you're going to Lira. Hey, you guys will be lucky because now the roads are okay. I am not threatening, of course, any other person in there. And of course, those were literally some of the stories we had within locally here. Just like I had said, a lot of transfers, by the way, are going on. Viper Soccer Club signs there is Omlongo Waswa Bosa as the assistant coach. And he says he is very excited to be there is at the Chitende best side working under Lawrence Mulindwa. We all know Vipers did finish the season almost without a coach, only with a caretaker. Initially they did bring in the services of Livingston Mbabazi Charles, after of course Alex Isavire that did win for them trophies parted ways in there. They brought in a foreign coach who also things didn't work out for the foreign coach, and then after the foreign coach we all did see there is Mbabazi Livingston in there, who came through and also did not finish the season. At one morning we woke up with the news that the club had terminated his contract, and then at another time he was apologizing, and then at another time he was being reinstated, and then at another time, you know, all that saga happened last season. But I would like to say something that this coming season there is almost starting. There is in August, because you're already in July, I should say a few weeks. People should come around when they're disciplined, from players to coaches and all that. We've literally seen, sometimes we always think that maybe we get headaches from players and all that, but no way. Even some coaches come through and ache people's heads here and there. So this time around, I would like to say that there is no person that works under a club that is bigger than the club. You came and found this club here, you will also go and leave the club here. With or without you, people out there that are working with clubs should know something, that the club will always exist. Yeah, this club will always exist, by the way, with or without you. So learn to be disciplined, learn to be humble. Humility takes it all. Once you're there and you're practicing the above named, trust me, it's going to be a very smooth run for you. You're going to definitely be having your best work environment with your bosses and all that. So basically that is that. And then in another transfers, there is an incredible journey one of the guys with the names Baiga Patrick took. There is at Maroons, and he says indeed an incredible journey it was. I can't believe that I'm already leaving. Firstly, I want to thank everyone and give my love to you all. These are now words are coming through directly from the horse's mouth. I am talking about Baiga Patrick. Do you know Baiga Patrick? What team does he play for? Which team did he finish for last season? Of course, some of you out there wouldn't be in the know. I'm talking about Baiga Patrick, who now puts a pen to, of course, a bid farewell to there is Maroons, a football club where, of course, he did finish last season. And he says, I would also love to thank the coaches for your love and support, and for making sure that I do my best in the game. There might be some disappointments on occasions, but you taught me to always give my best. You're an inspiration to me. I am also excited for my teammates and wish you all a great future ahead and have exciting adventures. I am really going to miss you all. Finally, to the junior players, always remember that hard work pays. Train every day and don't take any shortcuts. Good luck, everyone. And signs down there, there is a Baiga Patrick in there. If you hear that name, does it sound familiar? Does it sound, I mean, yeah. So basically, Baiga Patrick also gets to bid farewell to there is Maroons Football Club. By the way, talking about Maroons Football Club, I see this. I don't know how Maroons Football Club is going to do next season. The season that is coming in August, because if you look at a Maroons Football Club, they are one side that is losing out a lot of very key players. The deal between their own that was a top scorer in the club, there is Amaku Fred, is almost yielding. The transfer of Amaku moving from Maroons to Chitara is I should say is almost at 90%, with very huge promises that are coming through. The other day my colleague just read them out with a lot of huge promises in there, with a lot of bonuses coming through. That of course will require also a lot of hard work, because he's supposed to be getting some bonuses. That is, if he scores goals, that is, if he continues, if he emerges as the top scorer for the season that is yet to start, a season at 2024-2025. There is if he propels the team to win any game that they will be taking part in, he's also entitled to bonuses. So trust me, which person does not go in for these bonuses? Yeah. So Maroons is losing in a lot of very vital people. I don't know, maybe they could also be in the pipeline cooking something for their fans out there that could be dead worried. Yeah, because we're literally seeing teams, I mean, we're literally seeing players living here and there, but then they are one side that has been very silent on signing players. A lot of teams have been silent. We're only seeing Chitara, NEC, and KCCA. Bull also the other day did unveilings. I think those are some of the teams that, of course, are only the ones that are active in signings, but the rest of the teams are very silent. The rest of the teams are quiet. You would really wonder what is happening, what is taking place in these teams. Every other club, by the way, silent, apart from the ones that I have mentioned. KCCA is at least active. They started being active just as soon as the season closed. We've seen KCCA active, we've seen Chitara now is becoming the most active. KCCA the other day unveiled some two players, duos, I should say, and Bull the other time also unveiled a player. and basically I think these are the only teams that are getting to be active in signings here and there. But the rest of the clubs have been very silent, especially Maroons. We're only getting one side of their story where players are leaving, but we are not seeing Maroons bringing in players to the club. We really don't know what it's going to be like for those Maroons next season, because Amaku is almost at 90% moving to Chitara. That's a lot of bonuses, just like I said. Baiga Henry has also left, and then the same Chitara that players are going to is also one side. Yeah, much as they're active, they're also one side that is losing out players at a very terrible speed. Literally, we got information that there was a deal of Gor Mahia, the Kenyan Giants, that had wanted the signatures of Dennis Omedi, the striker that actually also finished top scorer in his club. There is a Chitara. He was chasing, there is the top scorer Muhammad Shaban very, very closely, but then the season did close up, and we all did see that Shaban Muhammad took up the golden boots in there. So basically, if you look at Omedi and the first deal, it actually flopped because of the monies. He's not a free agent. He is still attached to there is Chitara Football Club. So the monies that Chitara Football Club had attached onto this player, because they know his worth, they know how he helped them last season. So the net worth that actually Chitara had attached to there is Dennis Omedi was too huge for some of the clubs that actually were chasing after him. So the deals went down the drain like that without anything. So I can also reliably come to you and confirm to you that this deal has come up yet again. There is the deal between the Kenyan Giants, Gor Mahia FC, and back for the second time for Chitara Football Club striker Dennis Omedi. The deal in question is 120 millions. There has been tabled for this very boy I am talking about. There is Dennis Omedi in there. Yeah, a lot of money is, by the way. I don't know which club would refuse that money, but if you look at the $120 million in there, there has been tabled for the second time, which means they went back, sat down on the drawing board, revised their ways, because the first time Chitara had placed in a lot of some huge monies, and then Gor Mahia came through with, I think, about half of the money, and the deal flopped. It didn't work out. And then also Chitara kept their player. Gor Mahia went back with their money. They always say in Lubaratirta Kadreo Zama Gotiruere. So that was that. And I think Gor Mahia went back and fought again, and they were like, whoa, I think we need this player. And they added in some little bit of monies and came back. They have returned for the second time to table in now 120 millions for the same player with the names of Dennis Omedi. We are following very closely this deal. If it turns out positive, it works out, trust us, we shall definitely come and break the news to you right here. All you will have to do is keep it locked to West Nile TV, because like I had said, we are here to light up the region for you with the very breaking stories, very fast stories in all angles. Just follow our social media handles. There is, if you don't have a Star Times decoder, you can literally get the news direct on your phone, whether you're seated in your bedroom, whether you're seated in your sitting room, whether under the mango tree, whether on the veranda. All these stories will get you know on your phone from our social media handles. All you have to do is follow us, West Nile TV, Facebook at West Nile TV. There is a Twitter. Okay, these days it's called X. People will say the other present of West Nile TV is very outdated. Okay, at West Nile TV there is on the X app. We are used to Twitter. Hi. And also YouTube. Go there, subscribe, follow us. All what goes down here, of course, will be brought to you on your phone right there. This is the Whistle Time Show, 2 to 3. My name is Susie. If you're just tuning in, I would like to say you're not yet very, very late for the show. In this show, of course, we bring to you everything within sports, be it local, be it national, be it international. Everything sports comes right here in this show. Every day, Monday to Saturdays, 2 to 3 in there. We are two, but the other colleague is out for official duty. The names of Football Owen. That leaves me today as a lone striker in the house. But nevertheless, we move on with updating you with some of the top stories. Of course, currently, that is most trending is the transfers within Uganda, locally here and also nationally and internationally. It's the transfer windows opened on first. Today is 4th. So basically, every other person is busy. Coaches are busy, stakeholders are busy, players are busy trying to see that they get attached to at least a club, especially players whose contracts have ended here and there. So basically, what we do is bring to you all this right here on West Nile TV, because we are here to light up the region. Still continuing with the transfers. Former Burundi and Viper Soccer Club goalkeeper Fabian Mutombo joins a Tanzanian Premier League side. There is a KMC in there. If we all remember, Fabian Mutombo, he was a goalkeeper for there is a Vipers Soccer Club, and also a side that plays in Burundi. And literally in between here, stories about him, by the way, went very silent. Yeah, we did not get any news about him simply because maybe most of our players, once they leave here and they cross over to anywhere, even just neighboring countries here, I don't know whether they go there and become flops or they're not given playtimes. Their name completely goes like that, apart from a few that go there and shine. But most of our players always go in there and they just become mute. No single stories comes up on them, but you hear stories on about their teams here and there and all that. So basically, former Burundi and Viper Soccer Club goalkeeper, I'm talking about Fabian Mutombo, joins a Tanzanian Premier League side in there. And then also in other transfer stories coming, Chitara Football Club have expressed their interest in signing Titus Sematimba, who is now a free agent. Sematimba spent the closing half of the season on loan at UAE side Al Dara from Wachiso Giants in there, and then of course he returns from there is from Al Dara to there is Wachiso Giants, because remember he had gone in there on loan, and he went to finish half of course half of the season in there, but then this half season has of course ended, and he gets to return. But then as he makes a return back to there is our Wachiso Giants, he comes back when the contract has ended. We are discussing there is a Sematimba there, who of course from Wachiso Giants had moved to there is UAE side Al Dara in there on loan, but then he has returned, and Chitara have expressed their interest in signing Titus Sematimba there. They are following him very closely, and of course they are following him very closely, waiting to see whether that whether the story will yield fruits. And of course Wiso Time Desk is following very closely. And then in also other transfers, Uganda under 23 goalkeeper Abdul Magada 22 has agreed terms with the tax collectors. I'm talking about URA Football Club. He will join them from, of course, the relegated side that now joins the big league side. I'm talking about Gaddafi Football Club on a 3 years contract that is to be signed. I am talking about under the Hippos, yeah, they call themselves the Hippos, under 23 goalkeeper Abdul Magada in there. He has played in for that is a Gaddafi in there, and has been a very a key figure at Gaddafi. He has won a couple of Man of the Match awards, if you all remember, following or watching a game over Gaddafi Football Club. That was last season, but this time, this season that is yet to start. Of course, Big League will start in September. UPL kickstarts first, there is in August, and then Big League comes through in September in there. So this time around, Gaddafi will be featuring in there is a Big League with most of their players living in there. I had said a lot of clubs now are silent. We are seeing URA also coming through, trying to be vital, trying to do some sign-ons here and there. And then also in some other story, Do we all remember one guy that we used to call the Dancing Rasta? If we mention that name, what memories does it bring to you? What do you remember the Dancing Rasta for? I am talking about Alan Katerega in there. Alan, the Dancing Rasta, now joins Police FC in Rwanda. Police FC, I think, is one side that most of our players here have literally also moved to join in there, to see to it that if things can actually work out on their behalf in there. So basically, Katerega joins now Police in Rwanda. We shall be following very closely, because like Adale said, most of our players there, once they move out, it becomes a dead end. No stories, no nothing, but you're there hearing stories about the clubs that they are playing for. We literally have to follow in most of the players that are living within these transfer windows from Uganda here to, of course, there is the various clubs that they will go out with. And then in other stories, Mbale Heroes and Maroons Football Club are both vying for Gerald Ogweti's signature from Bull Football Club. Gerald Ogweti's contract, of course, ended down at Bull Football Club. So there are two clubs that are chasing after him. One is Mbale Heroes that played last season in Big League, but then and a promotion to, there is the biggest football in, there is Uganda, StarTimes Uganda Premier League is what I am talking about. Mbale Heroes this season will be featuring in StarTimes Uganda Premier League in there. They are chasing after Ogweti, whose contract at Bull Football Club ended together with Maroons. Whoever, of course, will win the race, definitely we shall also bring to you the news right in here. And of course, finishing halftime with one story where defender Matovu Faizo's contract with newly promoted UPL side, I'm talking about Lugazi Football Club, expired, and he is currently a free agent. So if you are also an agent, of any club out there, this could be one of the best news that could be coming to you, that defender Matovu Faizo, that of course played for Lugazi last season and did see them push through to UPL, is now a free agent. He was very instrumental, if you all remember, in the promotion of Lugazi Football Club in StarTimes Uganda Premier League. They having played all the 27 matches. By the way, he was a starter. He played all the 27 matches. There is the Bet Power FUFA Big League last season. He was named Lugazi Football Club Player of the month of April. That was 2023-2024 season. Matovu Faizo is good in aerial balls. He detects play. He's very calm and good at game reading. Joined Najemba-based Lugazi Football Club in 2022, meaning he has lasted there for quite some time, from a Kampala Regional League side, Soccer Club La Mancia in there. And he was part of the coach Mike Bukenya's side, Ngavi Clan, that won the Bika Byabaganda football tournament in 2024 after defeating Pindi Clan in the finals that were held at Mutesa 2 Wankulukuku Stadium just a few months ago. Faizo Matovu featured for Mawoko Saza Football Club for 2 editions under former player and coach at KCCA Football Club, Richard Malinga in there. A very rich history, by the way, of a player. So Matovu Faizo is now a free agent. He finished last season with Lugazi. So any other club that will come for him, we are literally also following it very closely. That was all we had for halftime.